Welcome to LiciaToday. So today we're going to go over with you guys xTool maintenance. We're going to do cleaning the lens, greasing the rails, and cleaning the smoke exhaust fan. So if you guys are interested, please stay tuned.
You will have an xTool toolkit that will come with your xTool engraver. Inside will be an xTool Allen screwdriver. So we're going to take that, and then these two screws here we're going to take out. But first, we need to take over on the side. There's two things. There's the attachment cable. Just come right off. Like so. And then you have your air hose right here on the lower part. It should just pop right off. Now we can go ahead and take out our two screws right here. Make sure you set them somewhere where they won't get lost. Give them to my lovely assistant. Next, take off your magnetic distance piece and then just slowly slide it up and out. And now we can move forward to setting it down and cleaning. So once you have taken it out, you can go ahead and set it down. As you can see, the ventilation is dirty, so we will clean that as well. But for right now, what we're going to do next is we're going to take off the guard cover. We're going to set that aside. And we're going to take off this internal air hose. And we're going to set that aside with it. Next piece, we're going to take off the lens protector. It comes right off. We'll set that aside, and we're going to clean all of this. Now there's two things that you need to take off on this. There's another lens protector, and you rotate it counterclockwise. And we'll take that off and set that aside for now for cleaning. Inside your xTool, you will have two extra of the lens protectors in case one gets damaged or scratched. Try not to scratch it. Be very careful in here as you have your circuit board on the back side and you don't want to damage that at all. You will need an isopropyl alcohol, preferably high percentage, and a cotton ball or cotton swab to clean our assembly here. All right, so we're going to take our isopropyl alcohol and we're going to put a little in our cup here. And take our cotton swab. I'm going to dip that guy in there. I'm going to start with the first lens protector here. We're just going to kind of clean that guy off. As you can see, this is really dirty, so you want to kind of rotate it around and use as much of the cotton swab as you can. And you may go through a lot of cotton swabs on this, so just be prepared. If you need to use a bigger piece of cotton, we have for our demonstration also this cotton t-shirt, which I will also use to help clean. And you want to clean both the outside and the inside.
So it's recommended that you do this for every 2 hours of running your xTool. We have an X1. So we need to stay on top of cleaning it. So that's why we're making this cleaning video, so you guys can see how easy it is to clean your xTool S1. And as you can see, we have the 20-watt diode laser on our xTool S1. I'm not quite sure if you can use this for the 40-watt. It might be the same type of setup, but just for reference, we're using the 20-watt.
I'm going to take it, and on the cotton t-shirt here, I'm just going to give it a quick final wipe down, kind of get all that extra stuff off of there. The internal air hose that goes right here, we're going ahead and go clean that next. Just put a little right there. Clean off both ends. There's no need to clean this cover right here, but it is good to keep it with all the rest of your parts. I'm going to take a fresh swab for this guy. And remember to make sure to be very careful with it. You don't want to scratch it or damage it, or else you will have to use your replacements. So just a light swab on the outside. And we'll do a light swab on the inside. Just quick clean. These don't really get that dirty. It's more so on the outside piece that it gets dirty. So we'll go ahead and set that guy aside, and we'll set these aside for now.
Right.
So we're going to clean this top piece. You don't want your cotton swab to be too soaking wet. We're just going to do a light graze over. As you can see, the internal fans blow most of the dust out the top, so you want to try to just give it a quick wipe over. Get as much of that as you can. So next, I'm going to just get a small little bit here of some of the isopropyl, and I'm going to clean our lens here very lightly, very gently. Just give it a quick rub down. Then take another dry part of that cotton just to make sure that we don't get any drips, and another very light, very gently rub on that. Make sure it's dry.
So now we're going to put it back together.
We're going to start with our first lens protector. I'm going to go clockwise. Just till it stops. You don't want to over tighten. Then we're going to take our magnetic lens protector piece here. Slide that on nice and gently. Now we're going to take our hose piece, attaching it first onto there, and then we're going to attach it onto here. Again, being very gentle because you don't want to damage that circuit board. We're going to take our hose protector, and we're going to take that guy as you can see, just pops right back on. It's all magnetically attached. Now we are ready to assemble it back into the machine.
There we go.
Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this guy back in. And you can let it sit on there just like that because there's a little hold piece on the back end. Next, we need our 2 screws to put in our top point here. Okay. Using your Allen driver, gently let those guys go into there, clockwise. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Now our plug is a little bit dirty, so I'm just gonna give it a quick wipe off, very gently.
This is a cotton t-shirt.
Same with the hose. We're gonna give that a little wipe down, make sure he's good to go. And we're gonna start with the top piece. Don't push on the wires because you don't want to damage it. Use your plastic piece and you'll feel it pop into place. And then we're going to do our hose.
Yes.
All right, so now we're going to clean our linear rails. There's 2 here, one on the bottom, one on the top. And then we're going to clean one over here and the one over here. First, we're going to take our isopropyl and our cotton cloth. We're going to put a little bit on there. And then gently we're going to go back and forth, cleaning that guy. And then cleaning up top there. As you can see, the dirt will come right off. We're going to move this guy over to this side. We're going to do the same thing. Bottom. And top. Next, we're going to take our linear rail lubricant. It comes in a little tube like this.
And it comes with your xTool when they send it to you. It's in the kit.
Just going to pop this cap off. Now you only need a little bit, and you're going to put a little bit.
Make sure you open it first. This is our first time using it.
Now you only need a little bit. You're just going to put some right there, as you can see. There's a little rail right here. We're going to do the same thing, just a little bit. And you're going to do it on both sides. And then in order to get that all over the railing, what we're going to do is we're going to take our laser guy here. We're just going to give him a slide back and forth a couple times. Okay. Now we're going to lubricate our side rails here. And again, we're just going to put a little bit of grease on both sides. And then once you're done with the lubricant, make sure you put your cap back on so the grease doesn't dry out. Same thing as before. We're going to take our slide here and just maneuver it back and forth.
Okay. Then we're gonna wipe off a little bit of the excess grease. And then that's cleaning and greasing your guardrails on your xTool S1. So now we're gonna move to the last part, and that's cleaning the exhaust fan. So for this part, you're gonna have to, ours is like against the window, so we're gonna do this at an angle, but we're gonna have to take off these 4 screws on the outside, and then we're gonna take that off, and then the fan, there's another set of 4 screws on the inside. So we'll try to get that as best as we can. So take off these 4. So once you get those taken off, we'll come back. So then once you get the 4 screws out, then you'll just take this off like so. And you see it's dirty in there, so we'll probably try to wipe that down too. All right, so then you're gonna take your cotton shirt or cloth, put some alcohol on it, and then you're just gonna rub down and get as much of the debris as you can. So as you can see, it's really dirty. So we're gonna rub this down until it's clean.
And make sure to be careful of the 2 wires right here. They are the power wires to your fan, and it is under a direct current, so you want to make sure that you unplug your machine from the power source before you do any of this cleaning.
So once you're done cleaning, then put back on your exhaust pipe, and then get your screws and then screw them back into place. So we'll show you guys that part. So once you get that back on, then you're just gonna take your screws and then you're just gonna put them all back on here. So it's back on. Everything has either been cleaned, greased, or we didn't have to replace any of the lens protectors, so we're good. Thanks for watching LiciaToday, and stay tuned. We're gonna do a video about putting in an inline fan with the window, I don't know what it's called. Like you could just put it into your window, and we're gonna do it vertical, right? Is this vertical? Like this, right? All right, stay blessed. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.